What are some benefits that the vets are seeing by using Maven with their patients?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of different use cases. Okay, so to start with post-surgery follow-up. Okay, so after the surgery, pet parents go home with a bunch of guidelines. They need to restrict the pet from exercise. They need to keep an eye. They need to have the collar on the pet, making sure the pet is not licking the wound, things like that. But we are busy, right? So we don't understand these nuances in the pet behavior. And so through our sensor, through our technology platform, we can have real-time feedback whether the pet is smoothly increase the activity, the pet is recovering well, the pet is sleeping well, right? So now the vet has that information, okay, accessible, but more than that, they know that our system will trigger if something is wrong, right? So if a golden retriever that just went under knee surgery suddenly is super excited in the middle of the night, okay, the vet will receive an alert so they can follow up with the pet owner, making sure they are following the guidelines, right? Or if the pet is being restless in the middle of the night, okay, that might indicate there's some discomfort with a wound, or the pet is trying to lick the wound. And so now the vet has that information and doesn't need to wait on the pet owner to realize that something is wrong, or doesn't need to keep calling every single day to make sure the pet is recovering. Now they have data telling them when actually something is wrong. So that's just one of the use cases. We do also have a lot of chronic patients. Okay, they are under some sort of medication, for example, diabetic patients, heart failure patients, where it's crucial to understand the worsening of the condition so that we can very soon change the medicine and making sure the pet is stable. Okay, and so from diabetes, we can tell if the pet is getting lethargic. We can tell if the pet has been vomiting. We can tell if the pet has a worsening of the eye condition. And all those signals are important signals that might indicate there's a worsening of the condition, right? Now the vet, when this happens, the vet knows immediately. They can call the pet home, the pet at the clinic again. They can remeasure blood sugar. They can do tests again to make sure the pet is stable. Okay, the same thing on heart failure. Okay, so one thing to keep an eye on a pet with a heart failure is the changes on respiratory rate. Okay, within our system, we can tell those changes. Okay, and I can inform the vet that suddenly there was an increase on the respiratory rate for this patient, and that's crucial for us to act early on to avoid, in some scenarios, unfortunately, death of the animal. Because by tackling things early on, when the moment they happen, is the best way to ensure each pet is safe and healthy 24/7. So these are just some of the cases that we work with our clients towards, but even healthy pets. If you are just a concerned pet owner, your pet is getting older, and you want to keep an eye on it, you want to make sure that you realize things early on. We also have a lot of pets that are just healthy, but we know they are prone to develop some sort of issues, right? And so we also have a lot of healthy pets within our system where we can detect early joint discomfort, where we can detect early arthritis, where we can detect early, again, diabetes, liver disease. All those sort of things are use cases where really leveraging data can help vets and pet owners tackle problems day one. And that's the best thing to do if you want to make sure the treatment is effective and we don't let it get to a later stage where there's basically nothing you can do at that moment.